Good morning. Happy Vlogmas Day 18. It's 9:15. It's a little bit of a snow morning today. My eye, you could kind of see how like rough they are. My eyes are really hurting me this morning. There's not much to do about it, so I'm just dealing with it. I had some things to deal with this morning. It's 9:15. I have plans at 10 and a pretty busy day. So I'm meeting someone for coffee and to chat at 10 and then someone for lunch at 12. So what I'm going to do is take my laptop and all my stuff with me, and I'm just going to stay at the coffee shop and work for that hour or so. And then after lunch, I have to run out to the promenade to finish doing some last minute presents for Michael. I'm going to stop at Barnes & Noble. I'm going to stop at AMC and see if our AMC sells the refillable popcorn buckets. If they don't, I have to go to another one, and I'll do that later in the week when I'll be out that direction. It's like 20 minutes away. And then I'm going to come home, wind yarn, package orders, maybe bake for our postal worker. Wow, that sounds like a lot of things now that I say it. But I'm going to start with some yoga. And then I'll take you along, of course. My friend and I actually rescheduled to Zoom because it is rainy and it's 6 season and it's right before the holidays. So we decided let's play it safe and do Zoom. So in the 20 or so minutes of commuting time that I saved, I actually did what I was going to do in the 11 o'clock hour, which means that now I am going to edit Vlogmas and then go meet my friend for lunch. Getting ahead on the day, boy, do I love it. It's 11:45. My video is exporting. I'm wearing my second half sweatshirt again today because I feel like I didn't get to wear it that much yesterday, and it's rainy and cold, and I just want to feel cozy, but also cute, you know? So this is basically my everyday uniform. Before Vlogmas, I wore it at least 3 times a week. I've been trying to spice it up during Vlogmas, but right now I want to feel cozy. And my solstice in green shawl, her coat closet. Okay, I'm gonna go pick up my friend. We're gonna grab lunch, and then I have to go run to grab Michael's things. I just left Barnes & Noble. I found a few of the things I was considering, but I didn't find all of them. So what I decided to do was just order all of, basically there are a few like fandom sort of cookbooks that I'm thinking about getting for Michael. Not all of them, but 1 or 2 of them. And I was between a few. I wanted to see them in person to see which were better, which were more usable, things like that. But they didn't have them all, so it was too hard to compare. So I'm going to, oh, it's bright, order all of them and then return whichever ones I don't want. I also went to our AMC to get one of those refillable popcorn popcorn buckets. They do not sell them at mine, which I didn't think so. So they sell them apparently at AMC Classics, which mine is not. So I was already planning to go on Thursday when I'll be near an AMC Classic. But I was right next door, so I figured I would check and see. But what I did get confirmed, which is very helpful before I drive all the way out to the far one, is that although you cannot buy the refillable buckets at every AMC, you can use them at every AMC, or at least that's what ours says. So I should be able to use it there. So that means on Thursday, I'll stop, I'll grab Michael one of those popcorn buckets, and then probably like put candy and stuff in it. I made him his socks, which he doesn't know about. And I got him tickets to see a comedian. That feels like a good amount of things. I feel like the socks he knows about. The comedian is like a piece of paper. I didn't want him to have nothing to actually open. So I feel like having one or two things to actually open will be nice. And I think Santa got us a new bed frame. So that's partially for him. Basically, ours is short. I think ours is like 12 or 14 inches. Because when I bought it, it was like temporary and cheap, and we ended up keeping it for a long time. So it was on sale. I just invested in a taller one so we could fit more shoes underneath it. Michael can fit more bins of t-shirts underneath it. And then I can get the pile of shoes out of our second bedroom. And then that'll be from Santa. Okay, now I'm heading back home. But can I tell you, I really just wanted to go into the movie theater by myself, choose a movie, get a bucket of popcorn, sit down, and bring my knitting. But I left my knitting in the car. Had I had it with me, I might have been more tempted. So maybe winding yarn when I get home really quick, packaging orders, and then sitting down and watching a movie while I bake, and then sitting down watching a movie. I don't know. We'll see. Started eating. It was pretty before it started, but it's a little salad with burrata, nuts, and cranberries and chicken cutlets. What's the verdict, Michael?
Well, delicious.
Delicious. If you've never tried burrata, because I realize this is maybe something that not everyone has tried. Mm-hmm. I was like waiting for you to eat it. I was like gonna get the shot. I'm waiting. I was gonna get the shot. Okay, ready? You're not gonna do it?
No.
All right. Well then. Ah! Burrata is delicious. Is it cow based? Yes, because mozzarella is cow based, and the outside is like mozzarella, like fresh mozzarella. Shall I say? How do you say it? Fresh mozzarella. And the inside is still like creamy, almost like a ricotta. or shall I say a ricotta. And, oh, do you say that's a good description of burrata?
Yeah.
And it's delicious on literally everything. Salads, deep fried burrata, burrata and like fruit, like a strawberry or a watermelon and mint is like delicious. What else do we like burrata on? Pasta, break it open a little pasta, literally anything.
Yeah, it's the best.
Yeah, it's almost like an Italian brie. That's not like not taste wise at all, but like it has like a shell and then like the inside is gooey. Well, it's not like the same consistency, but you know. Okay, I'll let Michael eat in peace.
Thanks.
We just finished dinner and it was delicious, and I'm so sad that I just missed. You all know how obsessed I am with Rocco. I know how obsessed you are with Rocco. Michael pretends he's not obsessed, but he really is. And I'm so sad I missed it, because right before I got this phone to film, he was like, I always ask him constantly. I'm like, what do you think Rocco's doing right now? And then we guess what we think Rocco's doing. And he just opened the door and was like, what do you think Rocco's doing right now? He's obsessed. Obsessed. Sophia, he's obsessed. Okay. But, well, before, we're going to actually try and watch a movie. We're going to start a movie. Michael will probably leave me before the movie is over. So he can watch, sorry, this is really annoying. So he can watch his Eagle game. But we'll watch most of the movie together. Before we do that, while he is finishing cleaning up, I am going to open my yarn advents. I didn't get them. I do this every day. I do this every day. That was quick. Okay. Little Wolf Knit, Schitt's Creek. Day 18. Is that backward? Oh, wait. No, that's right. Form of child abuse. Also, I know Natalie was like, Brie, you need episode marks or whatever. Every episode has 2 to 3 colorways pulled from it. They're not exactly the same. I could have marked and said episode whatever, but it's chronological. So if you open these and watch like 1 or 2 episodes a week, you should get all the references as you watch. But form of child abuse. Ooh. My neutral loving heart is loving this. Wow, this lighting is so bad. And I keep doing this every day. Let me take you to better lighting. So much better. Okay. It's like, because it's not that much better. It's like tans and goldens and browns. A pinky mauvey brown and lots of brown speckles. And then this yellowy. And it's beautiful. I think this is something like, obviously the roses are complaining about and comparing it to a form of child abuse that is ridiculous. I think David maybe says this one. And day 7 of Coast to Coast Yarn Co. Oh. Okay, my neutral loving heart is loving these. Wow, my nails don't look like the ones that are chipped, but this color looks great. Imagine a color work sweater with like this sort of base and then this sort of color work. I need a colorway that's the color of my nails. I have blue suede shoes, but it's a little bit more blue than this, and a little more purpley undertone, and I like the cool undertones of this. Anyway. Extra hot, day 7. Can't believe I've been opening these for a whole week. That seems wild, but look at this variegation and these speckles. We're getting cooler and more gray tone than some of the yellowy, warmer tones that we started with. So I'm really excited to see where this goes. And just because I want you to see the first week all together, you can see cream, warm, orangey brown, warm, cooler, lots of speckles, variegated. Now we're getting even cooler and speckles. I think this is going to be perfect for a penguino. And we have Schitt's Creek laid out. It's so pretty. No, I said let's open our advent.
I don't remember that.
Well, that's just not my problem. That you don't remember it doesn't mean it didn't happen. Sounds like a personal problem.
Sounds like hearsay.
Okay. Before our movie, we're actually going to watch the Santa Claus 2. Tease Advent time. Oh, I forgot the song already from yesterday. What was it? Who did this, Michael? You did this? Didn't you, monster? You're just ripping these off? Here it is. Here's day 18. Monster.
There you go.
Cheddar with port wine. Are we just going to take these all home and we'll just have happy hour this weekend?
Sure.
Or maybe tomorrow if we're hungry, but... What are we eating tomorrow for dinner?
Cauliflower tacos.
Oh, that doesn't go. Maybe we'll take them all home this weekend.
Day 18. Brewdog Beer Advent. Limited edition. Sam, 5 a.m. It does look like... Looks
Oh,
like
it does look like Sam down there.
5 a.m. Saint.
Sam
American, American Red Ale.
Is Sam Saint a thing? Is that like a play on it?
I don't know.
American Red, I like that. I was going to suggest that we finish this.
All right.
What were you going to... You were going to drink that?
There's a lot of coffee in that, though. And
I
I'm already
know.
drinking coffee.
Oh, well... I'm going to drink a little. I guess you're not sleeping tonight. I just feel like we have to drink this soon. Like, there's no preservatives in it. I know it's just...
I don't know. I mean, we're keeping it cold.
I know. I don't think there's... I mean, even if there was milk in it, milk doesn't go bad in like a week if it's cold. Here, can you open this? It's very cold. Ow. 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 Is that like chunky?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
No, it was just the bubbles.
I was like, is it just plopping?
No.
I feel like I have a little more than that. Jeez, Michael. Stingy. It's gonna make my stomach hurt.
Yeah, I was like, you're gonna get diarrhea.
Okay. I might. Coffee, liquor, I think it's condensed milk, and I just ate a prune. Well,
Goodness.
nothing like a good old cleanse.
Good night.
It is now 8:30. Michael is ready for the game. I am finishing Home Alone 2. Our water coming out of our fridge is stuck. This happened this summer when we were away on our honeymoon and didn't use it for an extended period of time. Basically, what I learned from the repairman who charged us $100, really just to come out, was that GE, if you have this fridge, and this happens to you, I should make a video about this, there's no insulation right here in the freezer, which is where the water line is, and this is like gets very cold. You can feel it because the freezer is frozen. The fridge guy said it shouldn't happen if you're using it often because water is continually flowing through. But if you're not, sometimes it gets stuck. I used it today. You saw me use it today. Michael's like, it's stuck now. So I looked up some videos. The guy kind of told me what to do, but I don't really remember. He said you could try using hair dryer and get heat up that little nozzle, basically. Or you could heat the inside of the fridge. I'm going to try heating up the nozzle first. I just watched a video online, and a guy did it, and he said it worked. I'm assuming it's not super frozen since I used it today. So let's do some MacGyvering and see what we can come up with. One tip that I wouldn't have tried, I actually was just starting to try it, but I learned from this guy is that, oh, I don't want to cut my hand. He accidentally melted like the part that you press to get the water out because the hairdryer is hot and it is plastic. So what he said to do, which is kind of smart, I wouldn't have thought about this, was to use a can, put it, this is wet, hold on, I feel nervous, I need to try this before I electrocute myself on YouTube. So use a can, cut off the bottom, which I have done. That's why I'm nervous about my hands getting cut. Ow. Don't do this at home. Or do this with caution. Okay. It is pretty dry. So use this basically as like a funnel to keep the heat through a smaller hole so it doesn't melt that thing. So they said put this on the end, turn the hairdryer on and blow it on for like 30 seconds and see if that works. If not, they said blow it on the inside, but I didn't watch the whole video, so I'll have to come back for that. Fixed it. It is 9:30, so it's an hour later, about 40 minutes, and we have water. What I did, I followed one more guy's trick. So the hair dryer. No, okay, I'm soaking wet now. Hold on. I am soaking wet. I need to throw all my clothes in the dryer. But quickly, I'll tell you what I did. The can melted the top. My video stopped recording. I don't know at what point it stopped recording, so I'm just saying this again. The can, it's 10:10. My pajamas are dry and warm. The last two videos are hilarious, and I was going to delete them and just re-record the whole thing, but I want you to see what is really going on here in Vlogmas. So you're seeing the whole thing. The first video stopped because I soaked myself with water. The second video stopped because my camera died. So here we are again, clothes out of the dryer and warm, like I said. What I did, I put the can on the hairdryer, try and blow it up the hose, 30 seconds. The can got so hot, which I realized right away when I tried to touch it. And then it melted the tip of our hairdryer, like the plastic around the hairdryer. So luckily I only did that for like 30 seconds. Stopped it. Wasn't working. I was like, all right. There are things called like Waterline Buddy or something that basically is plastic tubing and a syringe with hot water that you could stick up there and like blow the hot water and melt the ice basically that's stuck in there. I was actually thinking about my Try It On tubing, but I don't think it was like sturdy enough. What they said to use was like weed whacker tube. But I didn't, whatever. So then I got creative. Tried to hair dry the inside. I didn't want to melt it because it was plastic. I did it for about a minute. Still wasn't working. Did it like another minute. Still wasn't working. I said, all right, I'm going to quit this before I break our fridge. Then I watched a video of a guy who's really funny who reviews audio equipment like headphones and stuff. But apparently he took a video of this. like me. And the issue is there's no insulation inside the door. So instead of taking the panel off and then adding insulation on the inside, what he ended up doing as a permanent fix or like a long-term fix is he took pot holders that were like insulated quilted and just on the outside of the door, double-sided taped it to that door, which is hilarious. But he said it worked long-term. All of the other solutions he said worked, but for less than a day. So what I ended up doing, what he did that he said was the best solution beside, like it fixed it, but then he added the insulation, it kept it fixed. He took a hot mug, filled it with boiling water. I mean, the mug wasn't hot. He took a mug, he filled it with boiling water, so it was hot. Put it under the water thing and then put a towel so it like held the steam inside. What I decided to do was use my metal tumbler, like my insulated tumbler, put boiling water into there. So it stayed very hot. He said his took 3 hours. Mine took about 40 minutes. I put it up, and then the nice thing about the tumbler is it was tall. So it was close up to like the water hose where the dispenser where the water comes out. And then I just put a dish towel wrapped around it so it entrapped all the steam. I checked it within 40 minutes, but I didn't check it before then. So it could have worked faster. I'm not so sure. But then it worked perfectly. I might actually try the pot holder thing. What I think happens, because it happens when you don't use it a lot, which makes sense, right? There's no water running through it. The water that's left gets frozen. What I think happened, so I last night put some of our leftover Sicilian pizza right here, which is now basically a cold, hard block of ice. I don't normally put something right here, but I have before, and now I'm wondering if those were the times that it also froze. Because when this closes, see right there? What's happening? This door is where the water hose is, and when it closes, I think the block of ice is basically pressing against this. Let me see if I pull it out a little bit more. Will the door close? No, it hits. Okay, I think that's what it is. Let me see if I put it out this way. How far is that? Yep, it hits. So, I think that's what it is. So I'm gonna move this down, make sure we don't put anything cold right there. And I think this fridge will continue to work. At some point in my life, I wanted to be an engineer. Just throwing it out there. I'm not, but I basically am. I dye yarn, design patterns. That's like all engineering, right? I fix our fridge. Call me a plumber. Just kidding. It would have been an electrician who needed to fix that. No, I guess it was an electrical issue. Okay. Look at my eyes. Can you see? It almost looks like thick, like elephant skin. It's puffy and scaly. And you could definitely see the rings of darker color. So, hoping some extra rest and relaxation helps me out. Tonight, I'm watching Home Alone 2. I'm now starting to knit because I was fixing the fridge the whole time. But tomorrow, I only have a client at 4:30 and 1 o'clock. So the rest of the day would be like a yarn day, but I'm waiting for a yarn shipment. And it's going to be here tomorrow, but probably not until later in the afternoon. So I think tomorrow will be a wake up, do yoga, stripey socks, edit podcast, all like in the morning. And then I'm going to bake cookies for a postal worker, knit a lot, do my clients, and then also knit a lot when we go see Waitress in the afternoon. And then Wednesday is a busy day. I have assessment starting at like 9. I have to leave my house. Oof. I don't know if I'm going to wake up and do yoga early that morning, maybe. And I will be out of the house until 3. Well, I'll return home at 3, so like 3:34. So I don't know if I'm going to dye yarn then. on Thursday. I also have a wolf pack event, a gift swap on Wednesday night. So I could do it on Thursday. I have clients in the morning, lunch, and then a dentist appointment until 3. Well, at 2, so probably 3-ish. Then I need to run to get Michael's gift. And we'll probably be home around 4. So I could dye my yarn on Thursday and then rinse it on Friday. The only thing that stinks about all of this, I was really hoping to dye it tomorrow, rinse it Wednesday, and it could potentially be dried by Friday to ship out. But if it's not in the cards, it's not in the cards. None of my orders right now are backlogged. These are like orders from the last week, so I would love to get all caught up with orders, and that would be amazing. But if I can't go above and beyond, then I can't go above and beyond. Right? I hate saying that. Because I would like it to be done. And I would love to have next week completely off, but that's not going to happen either. So I feel like I just need to play it day by day. Tomorrow morning, my yarn won't be here. So I'm going to knit and relax and hopefully heal my eyes. I know you don't want to do anything, but we have to, Michael. It's Vlogmas. Don't look so grumpy. There are worse things that could happen.
Like what?
Like the Eagles giving up 2 touchdowns in the last 28 seconds.
That wouldn't even matter. Same result.
But it would be even worse. Michael, come over here. Say goodnight.
Stinking Eagles.
Good night, everyone.